Hey guys, it's Peyton, and today I am going to be telling you what I read in the month of July. So I read 4 books and also a fourth of another book that I carried over into this month. I'm just gonna go ahead and get into what I read. So I had to read the last fourth of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire by J.K. Rowling. I ended up giving this a 5 out of 5 stars. It's my second time reading it, and I don't think I have much to say other than I loved it. I'm sure you can assume that it was absolutely amazing, and I loved it much more than I did the first time I read it, and I'm so glad I'm rereading the series. It definitely has a huge special place in my heart that it didn't entirely have before. It still had a special place, but it's just way bigger at this point after rereading it. So I'm sure you can assume that I picked up Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix by J.K. Rowling. I also gave this one a 5 out of 5 stars. This one's massive and it was scary to read again because it's like the biggest book ever. That's an exaggeration, but it's still a pretty big book. I hate Umbridge, as we all do. Like, ew, she's disgusting. Like, bye, get your little pink cat frog face out of here. So this is also obviously 5 out of 5 stars. I think I just said that. But I don't have much to say about these books. I'm pretty sure you already know what they're about. Wizarding world, Voldemort, you gotta kill him, you gotta do it, or boom, the world is going to explode. So yeah. And the next book that I read was Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince by J.K. Rowling as well. I also gave this one a 5 out of 5 stars. This is one of my favorites in the series, really. Like, I think this is second only to the Deathly Hallows. I just absolutely love this book. It's so easy to fly through this one. I love finding out way more about Voldemort. It's just really interesting, and the relationship between Dumbledore and Harry just really like sprouts in this book. So it's such an enjoyable read, and I'm so glad I got to read this again. It's heavily tabbed towards the end. It just got me at the end. I'm just absolutely in awe of this world, and I cannot wait for this to continue happening for the rest of my life, rereading these and anything Harry Potter related, being a part of it. It's a masterpiece, this book. It's so good. I just love it so much, and I'm not being very interesting. It's just, yes, it's good. The next book is not Harry Potter related. It was my first read for Booktubeathon, which my Booktubeathon vlog should be out by now. So I will put a card so you can go watch that, because it follows my journey throughout the week, and it also gives like a little wrap up of what I read. So this book is Legendary by Stephanie Garber. I ended up giving this book a 4 out of 5 stars. It is the second book in the Caravel trilogy, starting off with Caravel. I think I gave this one a 5 out of 5 stars, and now this one is a 4. The first book is about a game, carnival, circus sort of thing called Caravel, and it happens every year, and you can be invited to come and play a part of the game for this magical prize, and this whole thing is really magical. Like, things are so weird. People can die, but they'll come back to life. It's so weird, and it's very interesting. And for our main character, Scarlet, she loses her sister in this, and the prize of winning Caravel is getting her sister back. So obviously she needs to win, and it follows that. And this book follows her sister. I really enjoyed the plot. Like, I was so interested in finding out what was gonna happen. I read this book in one day, so I was just so interested in figuring out like the mysterious parts. Like, I want to know what's happening here. But I really have realized I have a disconnect with the characters. I don't fully love them. I don't have like a relationship with them where like I will cry for them, or like I'm worried about them dying. Like, yeah, I don't want them to die, but like I'm not gonna care that much if they do. It's complicated. I wish I had a stronger connection with these characters. I don't know why I don't. I'm hoping that maybe the third book is going to cause me to like have more feelings for them, but at this point I just really like the story. It's so interesting for me. The characters are just not as strong, and I really think that's because the mysterious aspect does not allow you to really know the characters or learn that much about them, to the point where you don't really know anything about them. And how are you supposed to love them if you don't know anything about them, you know? I really hope the third book will have me liking the characters more. And the final book that I read in July was Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, the original screenplay by J.K. Rowling. I really enjoyed my time reading this. This was another one-day read during Booktubeathon. It went really fast because it is a screenplay, so it's not like a novel or anything like that. I mean, you see this, there's not much happen on this page, you know? But this let me slow down the story of Fantastic Beasts and really examine like the words they were saying and the facial expressions and just the movements, it really gives you a moment to like really sink it in. But when you're watching the movie, it goes by really fast and you don't have time to think about it. But when you're reading it, it gives you that time. So I think I really enjoyed reading this and then watching the movie afterwards, because that's what I did. I had seen the movie before, so I recommend seeing the movie before, but I also recommend reading it like after you already have seen it before, but then watching it immediately after. It's so cool to see how the actors like take the material and make it their own. I really liked that part. And the visuals just brought everything together, and it was just really fun. I tabbed it a good little bit. It's just a little bit, but I really liked it, and it was written by J.K. Rowling, so what can you expect? And you can bet when The Crimes of Grindelwald comes freaking out, I'm gonna be buying the book, I'm gonna watch the movie, and then maybe by the time the third movie's gonna come out, I'll read The Crimes of Grindelwald screenplay and then watch that movie, because that's basically what I did with this one, and I really enjoyed doing that. So I think that's what I'm gonna do every year to prepare myself for the next movie. So that's it for this video today, other than the fact I will mention I did read 30 pages of The Deathly Hallows, but I stopped reading it so I could participate in Booktubeathon. I am gonna be starting back up with that in August after Booktubeathon ends. Today, currently when I'm filming this, it's the last day of Booktubeathon, so I should be getting back to that very soon. I'm also currently reading 1984 by George Orwell. For school, I'm on like page 30 or something like that, so I'm gonna be reading that before August 27th, because that's when I go back to school, and that's disgusting, but you know, it's what's happening. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like it, comment down below, have a good day, please subscribe, make sure to follow all my social medias, which are linked down below, and go click the bell button, which is right by the subscribe button, which you should have already clicked, and goodbye.